Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Jazz tonight. This was a bit expected when it comes to this Lakers loss against the Jazz tonight. Before the game started, we got the injury report. When it came down to it, obviously the Lakers were without LeBron, they were without Lonnie Walker, and of course, Patrick Beverley when it comes down to the Lakers matchup against the Utah Jazz tonight. And it was a bit expected that the Lakers were not going to, get this win tonight. But, I can say this, though. The Lakers were competitive when it came to the first half. And I want to get into all the details about the Lakers and how they play tonight. And, so far, the expectations, when, something that we kind of hope to see from this Lakers team potentially moving forward. So, I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN_sports. Guys, I really do appreciate all the love, support you guys have shown me all across social media. And of course, on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please make sure to hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button so you will know when I upload on this channel. Much appreciated. So, guys, let's talk about this Lakers loss against the Utah Jazz tonight. Obviously, the Lakers, were outmatched when it came down to it. I mean, in the second half, they just really fell apart when it came down to it. There was not a lot of defensive effort from this Lakers team when it came down to their efforts in the second half. But let's give a lot of credit to the Lakers when it came down to this, though. The Lakers really showed a lot of competitiveness in the first half. I really have to say. I mean, there was a lot of competitiveness from this Lakers team when it came down to the first half. It was just very good on their part for them to play competitively, especially due to the lack of shorthanded players on their roster. Obviously, as I mentioned, LeBron is out due to dealing with soreness, I believe somewhere in his knees. And obviously, you have Lonnie Walker, who's out due to sickness. It's not COVID related, so that's good. And then you have obviously Patrick Beverley, who's still dealing with the same symptoms as Lonnie Walker has received, in his issue when it comes down to him being out. So obviously, the Lakers had to deal with what they have in front of them, the certain roster, and just looking at the lineup. Obviously, it was the best lineup that Darvin Ham had to put it in front of the the Utah Jazz when it came down to it. So it was a bit disappointing, that the Lakers lost this game, but it was kind of expected. It really seemed that it wasn't in the Lakers' favor to win tonight, and it just showed. And plus, they just played yesterday against the Cleveland Cavaliers, so obviously they're a bit tired for playing back-to-back games, and obviously they'll get a rest tomorrow. But for those of you who know, obviously tomorrow is election day, midterm elections, so make sure to go out and vote. Obviously, there's no NBA games, so they're giving a lot of opportunities for a lot of voters out there to go out and vote. So make sure to vote tomorrow, November 8th, and contribute to the election democracy out there. So I really encourage all of you to go out and vote. So I hope you guys do so. But let's talk about this Lakers loss against the Utah Jazz tonight. Obviously, when you look down the team stats, obviously it really went downhill in the second half. Obviously, I checked earlier in halftime that the Lakers were doing pretty good when it came to field goals and 3-pointers, and just across the board, especially on defense, they were doing pretty well at that time. But then when the second half approached, they really fell into place, and they just, basically the same experience that we witnessed yesterday's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, they were just out of sorts, and just nothing went their way when it came down to it. And something's just going on when it comes to the Lakers and second half situations. So it is what it is, guys. But I think at this moment, something needs to obviously change when it comes to the Lakers. If it's finding a trade out there, or finding some certain players that will step up to and get some opportunities, and obviously that's where things get a little bit difficult. And the only alternative really is to make a trade. So if the Lakers are still wanting to wait 20 games and 25 games to make a trade happen, I mean, that's their choice. But so far the Lakers are not doing good when it comes to making winning games. And it's just one of those moments where something just needs to change when it comes down to it. So just looking at the stat line for the Lakers, obviously the Lakers shot 49% from the field. And when it comes to 3-pointers, they shot 37% from the three, comparing to obviously the Jazz. They shot better out there. So obviously, it's not anything too surprising. The Lakers are not doing good when it comes to shooting, and obviously that's been the main focal point of this season so far. The Lakers are lacking shooting, and it just hasn't been their way probably since. So obviously, trades needs to happen to obviously improve on their shooting. So that's the only alternative at this moment for the Lakers. And obviously, across the board, when it comes to their free throws. At one point, as I said, I checked it earlier, the Lakers shot 100% from the free throws, but now it went down and, they shot 90%. I mean, still an impressive number, but at the same time, it's just one of those moments where, certain moments in this situations in this game that the Lakers just try to find ways to win, but unfortunately they just couldn't find it. And I just got a comment here from Pokemon Yugi guy. Welcome back to the live stream, buddy. I really do appreciate it. What's up to you? I really appreciate you joining on this live stream. So thank you for joining me. And please give me your thoughts about this game tonight. I really want to hear your opinions about it. Obviously, it's not a good one, but at the same time, I'd like to hear some feedback and maybe some suggestions of what the Lakers should do. I think there's a lot of situations where the Lakers need to, do something to improve this roster. So either trades or finding certain rotation that will fit. So, one of these moments where we just have to, what's on the mindset of the Lakers management? I mean, Rob Pelinka, something needs to happen. So I really appreciate the what's up, and welcome to the live stream, Pokemon Yugi guy. I really do appreciate it. And I just saw you comment here, man, we need a trade now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something needs to change. Something needs to change when it comes to this Lakers roster. We need more improvement when it comes to shooting. And, there's multiple trade rumors out there that the Lakers could look at. If it's the Indiana Pacers trade, get Buddy Hield or Miles Turner to the Los Angeles Lakers, or you can look at the San Antonio Spurs, getting Josh Richardson and some key pieces that will obviously help the Lakers when it comes to shooting and obviously defense as well. There's also the Charlotte Hornets, getting maybe Terry Rozier or Gordon Hayward, and just add a couple of players into the mix to potentially, just make the contracts match. Obviously, Russell Westbrook, there's no doubt, is going to be part of the trade. I mean, that's the whole reason why the Lakers want to make a trade. So, obviously expect that, and potentially maybe our 2 future first round picks. But I think, at this moment, the Lakers need to really focus on, if it's worth it to get rid of our future first round picks. So that's up to Rob Pelinka to make that decision. But yeah, I agree with you, Pokemon Yugi guy. I mean, I have to say, a trade needs to happen now, and I agree with you on that. So, and I think you're preaching to the choir when it comes to all the Laker fans out there. I mean, they are tired of losing. They're tired of where the Lakers are at. I mean, now they are 2 of 8. I mean, if that's not a cry for a trade to be made, I don't know what is. So I agree with you, Pokemon Yugi guy. I mean, it's just one of those moments where that something needs to change when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. Something needs to happen. And I agree with you on that. And once again, thank you for joining me on this live stream. And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream. Please give me your thoughts about this Lakers loss and just in general, what do you think the Lakers should obviously do to change things around? Obviously, the majority of you will say make a trade, but maybe there's some other ways. Maybe Darvin Ham needs to see who will potentially be a better rotation and better player that will step up to the plate. I mean, obviously, we're still waiting on Dennis Schroeder to return, so that's another type of scenario where maybe things will turn around for the Lakers. And obviously, the Lakers were shorthanded with LeBron being out, and of course, Lonnie Walker, and then Patrick Beverley. Obviously, the Lakers defense has been lacking for the past 2 games. Obviously, the Cleveland Cavaliers game and this one, due to the second half of not playing defense. And mainly that had to do with Patrick Beverley. I mean, he brings that defense to the table for the Lakers when it comes down to it. So maybe that's the reason the Lakers are not competing in the second half as of late. So, but they have been competing in the first half. I have to say they were very competitive in the first half. So let's give the Lakers some credit when it comes down to their efforts in the second half, especially in the second quarter, where I think they were down by 6 points at one point. So they were very competitive in that particular matchup against the Utah Jazz in the second quarter. So let's give them a lot of credit out there when it comes to their efforts. Just trying to win this game, but unfortunately, the second half really was the ceiling point of the Lakers losing this game. So, and that all had to do with the lack of defense and, of course, shooting. So that's the main reason why the Lakers lost tonight. And yeah, I mean, just looking at the team stat line, guys, and it's just everything went downhill when it came down to the second half. I mean, the Lakers were doing very well when it comes to stat wise, and they just really fell into place when it came down to it. So obviously, across the board, the only thing the Lakers did good at was shot those free throws, which obviously they had 90% free throw made in this game. So let's give the Lakers some credit there. But obviously, the lack of shooting. I just saw your comment, Pokemon Yugi guy. It was actually I was about to say that. Yeah, they need to play a full game, not just a half, and we need shooters. Yeah, absolutely. The Lakers are lacking shooting. They're lacking when it comes down to that. I mean, that's been their weakness since the season started. And that's why I am suggesting the Lakers will make a trade, and more likely they should look at either those 3 trades that I mentioned when it comes to the Indiana Pacers trade or the San Antonio Spurs trade. And of course, I believe the Charlotte Hornets trade, because Terry Rozier, guys, I have to say he this season so far he has been playing very well, and he shot. I think the last time I checked, he shot 40% from the 3, so that obviously will fix the Lakers shooting as well. But the Lakers need to look at other options as well. So it's just a matter of time until the Lakers will make that decision. But it sort of depends on who will they target, and will our future first round picks be involved in it? That's another thing as well, because those future first round picks is so valuable to the Lakers, and even the teams know that. So other teams know that. So it sort of remains to be seen what the Lakers will do to potentially turn things around when it comes down to it. And I just saw another comment from Pokemon Yugi guy. I like the Spurs trade to shooters. Yeah, I mean, they have shooters as well. I mean, I believe last time I checked, it was Josh Richardson, and I think 2 other players that could be involved in the trade for Russell Westbrook and our future first round picks. But sort of remains to be seen if the Lakers will potentially make that trigger for that trade. But I personally, not to say that yours is not a good one, but I will honestly have to say the Indiana Pacers trade is more appealing. I think we can get more value out of those two players, Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. I think just getting some help for Anthony Davis at their center position will be a great move for the Lakers. Excuse me, when it comes down to it, and also getting a shooter and Buddy Hield will obviously help the Lakers as well, especially just filling some spaces and finding the right fits for LeBron and Anthony Davis as well. So, you're obviously going to find those particular needs at the Indiana Pacers trade, and same goes for the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, and then you can also throw in a young guy, obviously maybe like a PJ Washington, or maybe Kelly Oubre. That's another type of trade scenario that the Lakers could make with that particular team. But the Spurs, I'm not hating it, but I just think that it's more of a third option for me when it comes down to a trade like that. But if the Lakers do make a trade with the San Antonio Spurs, I mean, I will not have no problem with that when it comes down to it. Uh, Pokemon Yugi guy. I mean, I have to say so. I just saw you another comment here from Pokemon guy, Yugi guy, right here. What about KD for AD? So yeah, let's talk about that for a bit. I was also listening to Lakers Nation, and he made a video. Trevor Lane made a video about the Lakers possibly trading Anthony Davis. And I also saw an article saying that it could be a plan B for the Lakers if somehow nothing goes their way when it comes to trading Russell Westbrook. And if somehow another alternative will be Anthony Davis, the Lakers will potentially look at that. But I have to say, at this moment, I think right now we should wait on Anthony Davis to be traded. I think he's still, dealing with the effects of being injured, and so it could potentially be the reason why that he's not been producing and showing up for the Lakers as of late. But if it comes down to it, I mean, at one point we have to really consider all of our options, and maybe Anthony Davis will be the exception for another trade scenario. I think it's impossible, and I don't really see that the Nets will make a move to potentially trade KD to the Lakers, though. I think there's still a possibility that they will trade KD, but I don't think it will be for with the Los Angeles Lakers for AD. I just don't really see that happening. But it would be nice to have him. It would be nice to have Kevin Durant with Los Angeles Lakers team up with LeBron. It would be nice, but at the same time, I just don't see it happening. And he has a lengthy contract, and I think it hasn't kicked in yet. I believe last time I heard that he signed an extension, but it still hasn't kicked in yet. So, or maybe he already did. I'm just haven't been following the status of Kevin Durant as of late. So, we just have to wait and see. I think it's a long shot for them to make a move like that, but it just sort of remains to be seen at this moment for the Lakers to make a move when it comes to surrounding Anthony Davis as well. So, and once again, Pokemon Yugi guy continuing to give the conversations in this live stream. I really do appreciate it. You're the only guy on here, which is great. Obviously, we're talking Lakers basketball, so it's all good. But those of you who are joining me, contribute to this conversation. I really want to know your thoughts about it. Let's see what else you said here, Pokemon Yugi guy. I mean, AD looks good, but he can't carry the team. He needs help. Turner, Twin Tower, of course. That's why I said. I mean, when it comes down to another trade scenario, is the Indiana Pacers trade. I still believe it's still an appealing trade to make when it comes to the Lakers trading Russell Westbrook and throwing in our future first round picks. I think, if anything, Anthony Davis just needs help. He's carrying a lot of load when it comes to the center position and playing power forward. And LeBron can also do so much when it comes down to helping Anthony Davis. And it just hasn't been working. Obviously, I mean, it has been working. He's been really stepping up when it comes to playing multiple positions, but he needs help big time because let's just say it. I mean, Damian Jones has been awful for the Lakers. He has been. Let's just be honest here. He's not on the level of Anthony Davis, and he's more of a rotational center. Okay, a guy who can, obviously back up a starter. But for some reason, the Lakers, and we can also say this: the Lakers didn't have the money to go after a big star and a big talent in at the center position. Obviously, there was a lot of rumors about, what's his name? The guy from the Magics. His name is Mo Bamba. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the name. Mo Bamba was available, and there was a lot of speculations that the Lakers would potentially go after him, and that would have been a great fit along with Anthony Davis. The Lakers would have targeted him, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case, and he re-signed with that particular team in the Orlando Magic. So that was another missed opportunity. But the Lakers didn't have the cap space to go after a big star and just a big talent in the free agency market, so they had to deal with what we have right now. Getting certain players that just were obviously rotational players, and we still haven't seen Thomas Bryant at this moment, so he's still dealing with injuries. Same with Dennis Schroeder. So maybe things will turn around and somehow those guys will come back very soon. So that's another type of scenario that we just have to wait and see if it will obviously work or not. But as it stands now, the Lakers are obviously shorthanded, but it's just not looking good at this moment for the Lakers. And you know, you're killing it. You're killing it, Pokemon Yugi guy. I mean, you are just killing it with these comments here and very productive talks. I really do appreciate your comments here. What else you say? You wrote two comments actually. Let's read the first one. Uh, Sorry. Turner had 33 points. I did not know that. 33 points and rebounds. That damn good. He said that he wants to be a Laker. And I'll get to that and I'll read the bottom part. Make it happen, Rob. I can honestly say when it comes down to it, I mean, he is a very good, talented big man. And obviously he's playing for a contract. So at the end of the season, he is going to be an unrestricted free agent. So he's going to be able to see all of his options. But, if somehow the Lakers do trade with the Indiana Pacers, there's a possibility that he will sign an extension or sign a contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. But, the Lakers need to make sure if Miles Turner will, commit to the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's also another fear factor when it comes to Miles Turner and his contract situation. So he is at the end of his contract. I think he's making like 18 million. So that's, I think, pretty easy money for the Lakers to pursue when it comes to making a trade surrounding Russell Westbrook. So it's just a matter of time until the Lakers will make a decision of when they will pull the trigger on a trade. I still think the Indiana Pacers trade is the best scenario that the Lakers will potentially, go after when it comes down to it. So that's my own personal opinion when it comes down to, the Lakers and in their trade scenarios. And I know he made a podcast interview with Woj from ESPN, and he brought up the circumstances of him, hearing the news about the Lakers showing interest in him and trying to trade for him, and he brought up the suggestion that I'm not sure exactly what he said, but basically you're not wrong, Pokemon Yugi guy. You obviously said it. He wants to be a Laker. It shows that he wants to be a Laker, but for some reason, it's just one of those moments where the Lakers at this moment they're just not sure why they're not pulling the trigger on a trade. It's just very interesting that if a player wants to be a Laker, I don't know why the Lakers are just taking their time and not, making a trade by now. So it's nice to know that he wants to be a Laker, and we all want him to be a Laker. So we just have to wait and see at this moment you know, what's on the mindset of Miles Turner and no, excuse me, Rob Pelinka and the managements when it comes to pulling a trigger for a trade. So we just have to wait and see about that, and it's just a matter of time until the Lakers will make a trade. I guess we need to wait 20 games for them to obviously you know make it happen. But as it stands now, the Lakers are 2-8, so that's pretty bad at this moment for the Lakers. So, and I really do appreciate your comments here, Pokemon Yugi guy. I mean, it was great to have you back in this live stream, and I really appreciate these comments that we were talking. I mean, we were almost talking for 25 minutes, and I still haven't gotten to the Lakers stats. But it's always great to talk about Lakers basketball. It's always great. So thank you for all of these comments, and don't stop. I mean, I really want to know your opinions about this Lakers season so far and what the Lakers should do. And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers and what plans should they do to turn this team around. So please feel free to give me your thoughts about this Lakers team. So, guys, let's talk about the Lakers stat line. Obviously, the Lakers were shorthanded when it comes to facing the Utah Jazz. Obviously, Darvin Ham went with a different lineup when it comes down to it, and it was just very interesting that the Lakers, went with this type of lineup. I think they should have gone big, to be honest with you. Obviously, they were just very out of place when it comes to not finding the right pieces to put a team together. I think you should have put JTA in the lineup more than anything, and but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case when it comes to obviously the Lakers not getting it done when it came to the second half. So it is what it is at this moment, guys. But let's talk about the Lakers stats for the players. Anthony Davis led the Lakers tonight with 29 points, went 11 of 18 from the field, shot 1 3, had 4 rebounds. Surprisingly, I'm very surprised that he did not, show up when it came to defensively. But obviously, he showed, he stepped up offensively when it came down to it. Had 1 steal, 1 block. I think he heard the critics, to be honest with you, for the past 2 games. In the second half, he only shot 2 points. So, when you really think about it, obviously he heard the critics and he needed to change that. So he stepped up in the second half for, trying to help the Lakers, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. So obviously with short-handed players, Anthony Davis stepped up to the plate and really helped out the Lakers. So, it is what it is at this moment when it comes down to it. So, just a great stat line, great performance from Anthony Davis. Kendrick Nunn, surprisingly, finally showing his scoring and showing his abilities out there. Finally getting an opportunity to play. Had 18 points, went 7-11 from the field, went 2 of 4 from the field. So you can tell that, he got a lot of opportunities to really step up for the Lakers out there tonight. So really showed up for the starting lineup, obviously being inserted in the starting lineup due to not having Patrick Beverley and Lonnie Walker on the starting lineup, especially LeBron. So he needed to step up for the Lakers. And he kind of showed some moments in the first half, and you can give him credit when it comes to his efforts trying to help the Lakers in the second half as well. So we have to give him some credit out there. And I just saw a comment here from Jay Smooth. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully Nunn can get going. Hopefully I would love to see him, step up. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, this was a great performance from Kendrick Nunn for these almost since the beginning of the season, we did not see anything from him. And, when it came down to the preseason, he was just laying it up. But for some reason, that went completely away in the regular season. But for some reason, due to injuries, he got some opportunities to play and he showed up, especially a great 18-point game performance, went 2 of 4 from the three. So his shooting efforts was obviously something that we needed, but it just wasn't enough for the Lakers to take over this game. So it is what it is at this moment. But, to answer your question, Jay, he really needs to get it going, especially moving forward due to shorthanded players on this Lakers team. So, and I just saw some other comments here from, once again, Pokemon Yugi guy. Man, what's the difference between Frank Vogel and Darvin Ham? I'm seeing the same play. You can, yeah. I mean, there's obviously some difference here when it comes to both coaches. Obviously, Frank Vogel has a history of being the head coach throughout his NBA career. He obviously coached the Indiana Pacers, and he coached the Orlando Magic, and he has experience. I mean, to the point that he won a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. So that's a big different comparison there when it comes to Darvin Ham, who is in his first year as the Los Angeles Lakers head coach in this league. So that's obviously plays a big difference. But at the same time, you can honestly say that they are similar when it comes to, being a defensive minded coach. So obviously right there, there's no big difference there other than, Darvin Ham is gaining more respect in the locker room, gaining the respect in the locker room, and gaining the he's not like a guy that that Frank Vogel was, that just falls into place and just say, you know what, let the guys do what they want to do. I'll just stay in the corner and just be quiet. That's not Darvin Ham. He will take charge when he needs to and will not give any crap for anyone, not even LeBron James, when it comes to, trying to build this roster or gaining the respect of the man, I just lost my train of thought. When it comes to the Lakers locker room. So that's a big difference there when it comes down to it. So, and also, I also saw another comment here from Jay, Yo Z, stuff, tough loss. If the if the front don't make the move, the front don't make the. Oh, you mean the front office? ASAP. It's over for this year already. Maybe not. We will see. I mean, yeah, we just have to wait what the front office will do, man. I mean, when it comes down to it, we have to wait maybe 20 games, 25 games after Thanksgiving for them to make a decision on a trade. And if the Lakers are losing now, don't you think they should make a move right now? I mean, that's the mindset, right? I mean, if you're losing, why don't you just pull a trigger on a trade so we can obviously turn things around? But obviously we have to go back to what Brian Windhorst said, that there's a possibility that the Lakers will not make a trade. So that's also something that we need to keep on the back of our minds when it comes to the Lakers and trade scenarios. We can obviously talk about trade rumors and trade ideas till the dust settles when it comes to the Lakers. But at this moment, it all has to do with Rob and the front office for them to finally make a trade. So we can talk about it, but once we see it, then we can make it official when it comes to a trade. So to answer your question, yeah, the front office obviously needs to make a move, because if they don't, the season is over for the Lakers. I mean, there's no, other way to say that. I mean, it is. If somehow, but you never know. Maybe, I hate to go this route, but I'm trying to put some optimism for this Lakers team at this moment. So I think that when it comes down to it, maybe we need to wait on maybe Dennis Schroeder, maybe Thomas Bryant for things to turn around. But I think maybe it's not the long shot there when it comes to the Lakers waiting on that opportunity. That's why I just saw big caps here from Pokemon Yugi guy. I think we should trade. Oh, you think you want? Oh, you want the Lakers to trade Rob Pelinka? uh, I don't really see that happening. I mean, maybe his job is on the line when it comes to, making a perfect trade potentially. But he did sign that extension, so it fits on the line of the timeline of Darvin Ham. So sort of remains to be seen what will the Lakers do when it comes to Rob Pelinka's being on the hot seat. So it's that's a good idea. Maybe they will trade him, but at this moment, I think you know. I don't think we're there yet when it comes to trading Rob Pelinka, but he just needs to make something happen for us to obviously gain the respect that he deserves. I mean, obviously we just have to wait and see about that. So, he just needs to make something happen. That's all it is. But if we have to wait 20 games for him to make it happen, then so be it. But if you want the Lakers to continue to lose games like this, it's just not going to look good for um, Rob Pelinka if he doesn't make a move right now. So, yeah, to answer that, I mean, he is on the hot seat when it comes to making a decision. So, I think you also said something here, Pokemon Yugi guy. I mean, if we could make a trade, we could at least play for a play-in. That's the idea. That's the idea when it comes to the Lakers at this moment. When it comes down to it, the Lakers at this moment, at this roster and where they're at, there's a possibility that they can only make it to the play-in tournament if they keep the roster the way that it is. But if they do trade, there's a possibility that they could be further in the playoffs. You never know. So, I still think that they will make a trade. They will make a trade, but it sort of depends on who will it be, and will our future first round picks be involved in it. So, it sort of remains to be seen at this moment when they will potentially make that move. So, a trade will be on the headlines for the Lakers, but it's just sort of remains to be seen when they will do it. So, it sort of remains to be seen at this moment. But thank you guys for commenting on this live stream. I really do appreciate it. I mean, I haven't been, talking so much about Lakers basketball in quite some time in this live stream, but until you guys showed up. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you all for commenting in this live stream. I really do appreciate it. We're so engaged. We're so engaged in this live stream. I really do appreciate it. So let's keep it up. I really do appreciate it. But let's continue on with these stat lines for the Lakers tonight. Austin Reaves was inserted into the starting lineup when it came down to it. It was the right move for Darvin Ham to make. He's played for 29 minutes, had 11 points, went 2 of 6 from the field, struggling with the shooting. So that's also a thing there. When it comes down to it, he managed to give us 4 rebounds out there tonight. So, Austin Reaves tried to help the Lakers out, especially on the defensive side. So let's give him some credit there as well. Or no, excuse me, the offensive side. Excuse me. I didn't see a lot of defense from him, from Austin Reaves, but he tried out there when it came down to it. Troy Brown Jr. had 10 points out there, went 2 of 5 from the field. So lately, we've been seeing a lot of Troy Brown Jr. as of late, and for good reason. I mean, obviously, he's been showing up for the Lakers as of late for these past couple of games, and hopefully, he continues on that route. Same with Kendrick Nunn. If he just continues on, if he plays like this, moving forward, I think the Lakers could potentially somehow compete and try to win games. But, sort of remains to be seen at this moment, guys. It's been a bit of a disappointment from this Lakers team as of late. So, maybe things will start to turn around, or maybe they'll have a bounce back game on Wednesday, moving forward, because obviously there's no games tomorrow due to the election. So, obviously there's no game tomorrow for Lakers basketball. And for those of you, make the plan to vote. Go out and vote. I think it's very important that we vote in America. So please go out there and vote. I really do. Just that's my own 2 cents, my public service announcement for the election tomorrow. So go out and vote. So when it comes down to it, guys, let's talk about the second unit for the Lakers. When it comes down to it, Russell Westbrook. What a turnaround. What a turnaround for Russell Westbrook. I mean, the guy has been sensational, accepting his role at the six-man position, playing for the second unit, being the quarterback for the second unit. I mean, very impressive type of numbers and the production that he's been putting out there for the Lakers. I mean, at this point, I don't care when it comes to the results of the games. He has been stepping up, and he has been showing up for the Lakers as of late. And we have to give him a lot of credit of his playing style. I mean, he has been producing for the Lakers as of late, accepting his role, being the quarterback for the second unit, and has been showing. So great job out there as of late. I mean, so far, guys, he's making the argument for sixth man of the year, but obviously the Lakers need to win games for him to receive that award. I mean, that's obviously the reason why sixth man of the year awards go out to players who obviously help their team out when it comes to winning games. So I hope he gets it, but you never know. It sort of depends on the Lakers, how they will, play when it comes to winning games wise. So, but so far, guys, I mean, he has been very great as of late for these past couple of games, accepting his role and just showing a lot of energy and just a lot of fun out there when it comes to energizing the Lakers fans at any given cost to show a lot of appreciation. And you can even tell that the fans are embracing Russell Westbrook as of late. So it's been showing. It's been showing, and I hope he just keeps it up for the Lakers moving forward. And he has been doing so as of late. I just hope that he just continues on this route of success for the Lakers in his second year with the Lakers. So just a great night, great performance from Russell Westbrook, guys. I mean, he's really been showing up as of late, and it's been working, especially his shooting. I mean, for a guy who, before he accepted his role for the second unit as the sixth man, he shot 8% from the three. So that tells you right there that he's not a good shooter. But since then, we saw a lot of accuracy from his shooting. And so far, he shot 2 of 3 from the three. So that tells you that he's been very consistent and showing a lot of confidence in his shooting. So we have to give a lot of credit to Russell Westbrook, guys. I mean, he has been sensational for the Lakers when it comes down to it. So just a great performance overall for Russell Westbrook, along with Anthony Davis, who are trying to carry the load for this team. But unfortunately, it's just, the Lakers couldn't capitalize on any wins, as of late due to the great performance from Russell Westbrook as of late. It is what it is at this moment. And then finally, let's talk about Damian Jones. He had 10 points out there, but overall, really, there was a lot of consistency from our second unit. I mean, we give some credit to Max Christie, who had 8 points and shot 2 of 4 from the three. So let's give him the credit to that rookie out there tonight. But overall, the Lakers were just shorthanded. They played very badly in the second half, and obviously they were just destined to lose this game against the Utah Jazz. So it is what it is at this moment, guys. And just saw a comment here from Pokemon Yugi Guy. I really do appreciate the conversations here, buddy. I mean, you have been on a roll on this live stream, so thank you very much for commenting this live stream. You commented here, you a Dodger fan. The Dodgers are my second favorite team in baseball, but I'm not really a baseball type of guy. But because I grew up in Denver, so honestly, I'm a Broncos fan, but I'm a Laker fan by heart. I bleed purple and gold. I mean, I'm just that's how I am when it comes to my favorite teams in the putting them out there. So I can honestly say the Dodgers are my second favorite team. My first favorite team, if I had to say, is the Colorado Rockies. I mean, I know that's a big controversy there, but when it comes to the rival, I'm not sure if they are rivals, but when it comes down to the, just I'm just not a fan, honestly, of baseball. That's just me. I mean, I know that's blasphemous, but I can honestly say they're my second favorite team. Let's just say it as that. And once they won uh, the Stan not Stanley Cup. No, what am I talking about? The World Series. My apologies. I was thinking about hockey because uh, the Colorado Avalanche won their Stanley Cup. You know. This year, so obviously, or last season, excuse me. So, uh, I'm a fan of theirs. So, because I grew up in Denver, so for surprisingly, I am a Lakers fan when it comes down to it. So, but yeah, they're my second favorite team to answer your question. And then you also commented here, Pokemon Yugi guy, Reaves is overrated. uh, I just think that he hasn't been getting some opportunities. Let's just give him some credit there when it comes to Austin Reaves. He hasn't been getting some opportunities to step up as of late. I mean, just last season, he was laying it up and really showing a lot of production as a rookie. And but so far, he hasn't been really stepping up. I agree with you on that, but I still think that he is a great asset to the team. I don't really think he's overrated. He just hasn't been getting some opportunities to really produce for Lakers. I think he will obviously show up maybe possibly mid-season and show his abilities out there. So, I think it's a bit overstretch for us to call him overrated. So let's just maybe just wait maybe a couple of games until he will show up. But it sort of remains to be seen of how he will be moving forward. Maybe his third year with the Lakers could potentially turn things around. But I think last time I checked, I think he's fighting for a contract, I believe. So we just have to wait and see about that. So. Um, you also wrote here that we're just wasting LeBron's final year. Uh, it seems that way, but obviously LeBron has an agenda this season as well. Is to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the all-time scoring list. I mean, that's a big accomplishment that he wants to achieve as a Los Angeles Laker, and even the Lakers organization, Jeanie Buss, wants that to happen as well. So we just have to, commend on LeBron James for an amazing career, but of course, for making that particular milestone, potentially moving forward. So, that's a big accomplishment. And, but yeah, to answer your question, I mean, yeah, I think the Lakers have wasted LeBron's final year, or maybe it's not his final year. I think he signed an extension with the Lakers. So, he has a maybe next year to potentially, maybe the Lakers will turn things around and see what's free agency, who will be available. I mean, they will have money by then to potentially, turn things around for the Lakers. So that's another type of scenario where the Lakers could potentially, help LeBron in his final years in his career to potentially help him out to potentially, compete for a championship next year. But, sort of remains to be seen who will be available and who will they potentially target. So we just have to wait and see about that. So, yeah, I agree with you. But, LeBron has his own agenda this season to accomplish when it comes to certain milestones in the NBA history. So, we just have to wait and see about that. Yeah, Russ is so fast. Yeah, I mean, he's just been sensational ever since he embraced his role on the Lakers in the second unit. I mean, it's been sensational as of late. So he has been on a roll for the Lakers, and I hope he just keeps that consistency moving forward because he's been sensational for the Lakers. So hopefully he just keeps that mindset and that mentality moving forward, because he when he lets it up, he really ignites Lakers Nation excitement towards him. I mean, he's just been sensational for the Lakers as of late. So, hopefully he just keeps that mentality moving forward, guys, because he's been great for the Lakers, and he's been awesome. He's been awesome, and I just think that he just gained a lot of motivation for this Lakers team as of late, and from the fans, especially them, chanting MVP, and getting that motivation from obviously Darvin Ham for him to play the way that he is. So, having said all that, I mean, Russ, he's been sensational, and I just hope that he keeps that mindset moving forward. So yeah, guys, we have been talking for 50 minutes, and great conversations. I really do appreciate everyone for joining me on this live stream, and I really appreciate Pokemon Yugi Guy for the great conversations. I mean, you have been on a roll with these comments here, and they've been very productive. And it's mainly the highlight of what we've been talking about when it comes to the Lakers as of late. So, having said all of that, I mean, when it comes down to it, trades is on the mindset of Laker fans, Lakers Nation, and that's something that that's our top priority when it comes to what Rob Pelinka needs to do to turn this team around. So, trades and certain players stepping up. Russ, Kendrick Nunn really stepped up in this game, so let's give him credit for that. When it comes to Jay's question, hopefully he keeps it going, because when we saw him in preseason, he was on a roll, especially when it came to his shooting. And then even at one point, I was mentioning that he should be the sixth man for the Lakers, but that obviously made a big turn this season when it came down to it. So, having said all of that, I mean, when it comes down to it, this Lakers team, something needs to change when it comes to improving this roster. But if some of the Lakers out there steps up and really helps us out when it comes to winning games, there's a possibility that the Lakers could potentially win games moving forward with this type of roster. But I still think they need to make a trade. So that's my personal top priority for the Lakers to make. So, we just have to, be optimistic here, and hopefully the Lakers will turn things around, potentially moving forward. And we just have to wait and see what's on the mindset of the front office when it comes to, finding the right trades out there and just pulling the trigger on a trade. So we just have to wait and see about that. And I just got a comment here from, once again, Pokemon Yugi Guy. I'm out, Z Nation. See you Wednesday. Got to get up for work at Walmart. Yo, do your thing, bro. Go out, go work. I don't want to keep you up. About to honestly end this live stream at this time. So I really do appreciate you coming in this live stream. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. And, please come back, because I really do appreciate your comments and your thoughts and opinions about the Lakers. So we have been very productive in this live stream, guys. It's been a while that I got this great feedback and great comments here in this live stream. So please, Pokemon Yugi Guy, come back, but go do your thing. Go get some sleep, wake up for work and just work that money. So, and you also said here, stay blessed, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Pokemon Yugi Guy. I really do appreciate the kind words. And for all of you for joining me on this live stream, thank you all for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe and comment on this live stream, or after this video. Please comment, give me your thoughts about this Lakers team, and what do you think the Lakers should do to turn things around? Do you think they should trade, or somehow have Darvin Ham make some sort of lineup change for them to turn things around, or maybe it's just a trade? Maybe the Lakers should just make a trade to turn things around. I mean, I still think they need to make a trade, so that's still out there. So give me your thoughts, guys, in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel, and also when I go live. Please hit that notification bell so you will know when I go live on every post-game show for the Lakers, every game. So please, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the love support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please make sure to once again, I'm on a loop here. I think I'm a bit tired, so I'm just gonna end this live stream. Please show me love, support, like, subscribe to the channel, like me all across social media, and I'll leave the links to those in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And once again, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers, and please, tomorrow, go out and vote. Make your voice heard. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.